an ode. So this is called Tough as Nails, Love Song for a Toyota Corolla. She was born across the ocean, like many of her kind, came to this land in pieces from the assembly line, sent to a sales lot deep in the Midwest, where I found her in my 16th year, ready for her quests. We began our time together, quietly at first. The most excitement that she saw was going in reverse. She frequented the grocery store, school, and our home, but I could tell she shared my need to venture on and roam. Couldn't tell by looking at her, she was tough as nails, kept on chugging with the gas light on where bigger gas tanks failed. Took us through the mountains where the Hummers dare not drive. If it wasn't for that little car, we may not have survived. So we packed our things into the trunk and headed toward the west. Went too fast in Texas, narrowly escaped arrest. She revved her engine at the fools when we heard them snicker. We knew they didn't care much for our liberal bumper stickers. Once we hit the galley, we didn't turn around, but loaded her onto a boat that was a wide bound. She drove the road to Hana easily, turning like a pro, and spent her downtime resting at the Key Hero condo. Couldn't tell by looking at her, she was tough as nails, kept on chugging with the gas light on where bigger gas tanks failed. Took us through the mountains where the Hummers dare not drive. If it wasn't for that little car, we may not have survived. Back on that crowded boat and made her way back home, having sown her wild oats. She settled down in Bowling Green, ready for a break. Going back and forth from work was such a piece of cake. Rainy night on Highway 65. The roads were slick and it was dark outside. She couldn't know a pothole lay in way where many other cars had met their fate.